there, you clicked on the right video if you guys are looking for CSGO news. If not, you clicked on the wrong channel. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode. As always, let's get right into it. And before we hop into our first big CSGO news story today, I do want to announce my giveaway on the M4A1S factory new hot rod on Twitter. The link down below. The day is the last day to actually enter that giveaway. I will be announcing that hopefully tomorrow if I remember. So good luck to everyone who entered that. We have over 7,000 entries as of right now. Again, it's for a factory new M4A1S hot rod. Feel free to enter that down below. But now our first story involving FaZe Maikelele. And our first big CSGO news story today is speculation / theory. I know a lot of you guys don't like when I make these theories. This one has a little evidence to back it up though. At the end, I'll be playing a stream clip from MoTV himself, the general manager for Echo Fox. And this theory actually is that Echo Fox is going to try and pick up FaZe Clan's own Maikelele. If you guys don't know the situation over there, Maikelele several months ago was actually replaced by now FaZe Kiyoshima as their rifler over there. Maikelele then came out on Twitter a lot of times saying that he wanted to be a primary opper. He wanted to move from that rifler role all the way to being a main opper for a team. And a lot of teams were like, you know what, maybe CLG was going to pick him up. They never did. Optic might pick him up. A lot of speculation and theories came out of who Maikelele was going to go to, and now several months later, Maikelele still wants to be an opper. At least that's what's been hinted at in the past, but no one has ever picked him up. And he said on this on Twitter as well, he really wants to get back to the game. And so all these are partial evidence. I also have MoTV, the general manager of Echo Fox, coming out on his stream as well as one of his YouTube videos a few days ago saying the possibility of Maikelele being their primary opper coming in instead of Sean Gears having to shift to that role. Echo Fox might be picking up FaZe Maikelele, and here's a clip of that and a hint by MoTV, their general manager.
This is our fearless leader, everybody. The guy that doesn't clear pit.
I'm glad our opper is good at AKing because
You're our opper now.
I'm our opper, okay.
It's either you or Mike. Oh, fuck. What are we saying?
So again, this would make sense. FaZe Maikelele, one of those guys who is on the market. The only problem here was Echo Fox would have to buy out his contract that he is under with FaZe Clan, which is probably going to be a pretty expensive buyout. Now, I'm not sure if this buyout amount actually changes, because obviously when they first released Maikelele and replaced him with Kiyoshima, that buyout amount might have been really high with his demand. But now that several months have gone by, maybe FaZe Clan will settle for a lesser amount. And we all know Echo Fox, Rick Fox owns that team, has plenty of money to spend. He's been recruiting a lot of players in the past, including Optic Shazam, former Optic Shazam, and also Ryan Abadir, known as Freakazoid, to Team Echo Fox. So they paid a lot of money in the past. Maikelele might be worth the investment. So best of luck to them. And everyone loves Maikelele. He has a great fan backing. So I would love to see him on a North American team. Then in some also big CSGO update news. We don't show update news on this channel a lot, but the updates came out, I believe, 2 days ago from Valve, and they have finally made it so that in official Valve servers now the map voting works like this. If you are just playing on a current map, the next map votes, that map is excluded from that. So a less complicated way to say that is if you play Dust 2, you can't play Dust 2 on the next map, whether it be casual, arms race, demolition, or deathmatch. So it's really good they finally added this in there. A lot of people were getting sick of playing Dust 2 10 times in a row, or whether it be Mirage or Dust 2. Those are the two most popular maps by a long shot. Unfortunately though, I'm a big Dust 2 guy. That's the one map I can actually play, but this update's finally been in place. So for all of you guys who only like to play Dust, we've been screwed over. We also had some Eleague news coming on. Group C finals obviously happening last night between CLG and Astralis. Astralis, the heavy favorite going into this. I do believe on CSGO Lounge it was 89% Astralis, the chance of them winning it. A pretty big wide margin there. Pretty cool to see that. CLG did stand a chance though. It went to the third and final game. I was very surprised. You know, after that first game ended 16-7 in favor of Astralis. You thought Astralis might take it in a sweeping 2-0, but CLG brought it back, went to overtime in game number 2. They won that game and it went to game 3, which is semi-close. Finished it off 16-11. But anyway, it was great to see a North American talent like CLG make it to the finals in the first place and then bring it to game 3. So it was a really fun match to watch. Congrats to Astralis having Kerrigan back in place of Zonic. They made it through the entire tournament having played a few games with Zonic playing still well. They only dropped one match. So congrats to Astralis for taking Group C of Eleague finals there. We have Group D starting this week and then a few more groups after that. It's going very, very well. It would have been crazy to see CLG upset them, but unfortunately Astralis did carry on. In this short CSGO news break, I'll be sharing with you guys some real life events. I ran a road race this morning, went very well, ran it with some friends. That was really fun. I just had breakfast, now I'm sitting here. I just had a bunch of chocolate milk and I'm just like on a sugar rush, like it's crazy. Hey look, a box! I like boxes. Oh, hello Dad. Holy moly. Gee, well, this is bigger than my... And our really big CSGO news story for today to end the video, we do have Team Renegades, and the question, will they remain as a CSGO team? In an HLTV interview, they pulled aside their coach Gomez, and eventually the questions went down the line, and the team came out and said, at one point in time, Renegades associated with the team, and they said, you either have two choices. You can stay with the Team Renegades, or have the chance to be bought out by a different organization. They took the chance to be bought out, and an offer came through, but the buyer eventually backed off. A lot of people thought maybe it was Team Immortals, who eventually went on to buy Tempo Storm. They first first off, maybe we're going to buy Renegades, and then backed off the offer. So they did have a buyer, and the team did decide, okay, we don't want to stick with Renegades. We want to take this offer to actually have a chance to be bought out, and that actually reclined. So now they're sticking with Team Renegades for the time being. As you guys know, they're currently in the ESL 1 Cologne qualifier going on all throughout this weekend. They're in the lower bracket of that. They lost their first 2 games. I think they lost their first game to Flipside, then they lost to Splice, and luckily today they actually beat Fluffy Gangsters to stay alive in that lower bracket. But the ESL 1 Cologne qualifier definitely not going their way. They're not expected to go much further in the actual tournament itself, and this is probably going to have a lot of influence of where they go in the future. You know, you have Renegades. If they don't do too well in this ESL 1 Cologne qualifier, Gomez again came out and said they're going to be returning to Australia to home to consult with each other after this tournament, no matter what the results are, and they're probably not going to be good results, if we're being honest here. So it's really going to remain the question, will Renegades remain as a team? It does not seem likely because their buyout option came and went, and now the team might disband. A lot of worries going around the team as well. Gomez saying the roster is very worried if they're going to have to return to their day job. So you have to be worried here if Renegades are going to disband, and it brings me to my next point of the CSGO Reddit god. His name is ALMAO. He's known to actually predict a lot of these things. He predicted a lot of things in the past, including Team Liquid returning with Simple, CLG, PETA being their 5th member. He's predicted a lot of things in the past that have come true, and he himself actually came out in CSGO Reddit a long time ago and said Renegades will disband in the coming weeks, and this is all slowly but surely coming true. Now again, it's all speculation, but Team Renegades is on a very shallow slope, so they don't do well today and the rest of this weekend in the ESL 1 Cologne qualifier. Expect this CSGO Reddit god to be right again. And for any of you guys wondering, CSGO Sweep is still down. You guys really effed up that site, but it should be back up sometime earlier this week. As always, guys, live, love, laugh a lot. I'll be right back here tomorrow with some more CSGO news. I'm going to try and pull together a news episode for tomorrow. If not, it will be funny name tags sometime soon this week. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Remember, I like you. Here's my outro. I was driving home and I actually did this outro for all of you guys. Hope you enjoy. Hey, how's it going? I'm driving the car right now and talking to my phone. Look, this is so awesome.